What's up, guys? Glenn with Glenn's Auto Performance. Got another tech tip for you here today. And this morning I thought I'd talk about single bolt versus 3-bolt LS camshafts. So most of the OEM cams in the Gen 4 LS are going to be single bolt, which is this style here. And what that means is that it uses one large single bolt to hold the cam sprocket to the front of the cam. Or if it's got variable valve timing, it'll use a phaser assembly on the front of the cam with one of these odd looking phaser bolts here. Now when you're doing a DoD or a cam swap, oftentimes you'll find that aftermarket cams are 3-bolt. What that means is what it sounds like. There's 3 bolts that hold the cam sprocket to the front of the cam. That's how they used to do it on the earlier Gen 3 LSs. Why they got away from that, I'm not entirely sure. Probably has to do with variable valve timing, needing that oil control solenoid / bolt to hold the single bolt together. But most of your aftermarket cams are going to be 3-bolt, and there's 2 reasons for that. One being that they want them to be backwards compatible with the earlier Gen 3 LS without needing to change anything. But 2 being that it's just a better design overall, and I'll tell you why. So with the single bolt cam, in the event that your single bolt holding the sprocket to the cam were to come loose in any way, the only thing that is going to hold that sprocket from spinning is that small dowel pin right there. And any sort of RPM or transient condition will shear that pin off in no time if the center bolt is loose in any way. Now, not only do we have a larger pin on the 3-bolt style cams, but you've got 3 individual bolts holding that cam sprocket on there. So if one of them comes loose, or if even all 3 of them come loose, assuming they don't back out all of the way, that isn't going to rotate on the cam and you're not going to slip timing, without all 3 of them coming out. So if you're going to do the swap from single bolt to 3-bolt, all that's needed is one of these 3-bolt conversion kits. Comes with your new 3-bolt sprocket, the bolts to hold it down, and usually a new timing chain dampener. And that will allow you to install an aftermarket cam into your Gen 4 LS that had originally a single bolt cam in it. Or if you're doing a VVT delete, they will have options for the VVT delete to have the 3-bolt conversion style as well. We offer these on our site, of course, or if you're getting a DoD delete package for the Gen 4 application from us, we're going to include the appropriate 3-bolt conversion kit for you already. If your vehicle has variable valve timing, we're going to have the VVT delete option with the 3-bolt conversion, or if it doesn't, we're still going to include the 3-bolt conversion for the aftermarket 3-bolt style cam. If you got any questions, drop them in the comments below. Always happy to help.